God has used Falls Creek to make me who I am today.
One of the things that I've taken away from Falls Creek is the importance of my quiet time and spending time alone with Christ.
God used what happened at Falls Creek to plant seeds in my life that totally changed the direction of my life.
God has used Falls Creek in my life to strengthen me, to encourage me, and really to shape me.
I can look back and see specific instances where He's developed something in me, whether it's through something that speakers taught about or something we just learned in day-to-day interaction. I can see that God has used that time to really develop character in me that's really foundational for what we do in student ministry. I can look back at specific instances and times and see that God was working to develop character in me that I need really for the rest of my life.
I grew up going as a camper and as a sponsor, and even as a kid with Dad's youth group, and seeing the examples that those kids had and spending time with Christ.
As speakers, I think of the music, I think of all the different events that have happened there, and I can think back on some of the most intimate times of worship. I can think back on some of the times when God slapped me around the most or challenged me the most.
The reason I'm in ministry today, the reason that a number of other things that have spun off my life is a result of what happened in my heart at Falls Creek when I was a 15-year-old boy.
But year in, year out, man, God challenges me and takes me to a new place with Him.
There's nothing else in the world that is like that, especially at Falls Creek when you don't have the distractions that we do here.
They take out all the distractions away from you, and your primary focus is to listen to God and hear what He has to say to you. It's a really refreshing time. It's like we don't have to worry about normal life. Can't have homework, don't have work to go to, all these things. Your purpose is just to go and hear what God has for you.
We'll never forget it. The impact was just really, really, really dramatic.
The importance of spending time with Him is probably one of the biggest things that I've taken away from Falls Creek.
I surrendered to His call to ministry at Falls Creek. Adrian and I surrendered together to the call that we were going to do ministry as a team at Falls Creek. And so it holds a special place in my heart, and me knowing that because of how audible God can get sometimes at Falls Creek, He made it very clear onto what I was supposed to do with my life. It wasn't sports, it wasn't necessarily just a job, it wasn't being a doctor or even a missionary. He specifically called me into student ministry while attending Falls Creek. And so it is something that I do not take for granted, and know that me being who I am and me doing what I'm doing has a big part to do with Falls Creek.